So especially since like a cold market and whatnot, you could use this as well. So
no, I need a cold market. That's why.
yeah. So if it's just recruiting, it could be on Zoom, just like how Alberto just met with that guy, right? So one of the things that you do when you first sit down with them, you need to figure out, we do form again, right? You guys know what form is, and then you figure out, well, there's typically, so you said that you wanted to learn more about business, right? So that's typically 4 ways people earn money, okay? Number 1 being an employee, which is what most of us were familiar with. Number 2 is self-employed. Now, you still have a job. You still have a job, but it's your own job. You're not working for somebody else, but you're working for yourself.
Still a job.
And it's still a job, right? And what that means is, if your job is closed, guess what? You're not making money. That's why you'll see small businesses during the holidays, they still open a little later than other big businesses. Why? Because they still need that little extra income, right? Mm-hmm. And number 3 on this side, we have a business owner. And why people build businesses is for 2 reasons. They want time and they want money, right? Because what a business is you, right? Plus a team of people working together to what? To help people and to make money. Okay? Now, in your situation right now where your income 100% comes from you, if you're sick for 6 months, what happens to your income?
There is no income.
There is no income, right? But as a business, if you're sick, guess what? Your team is still working and you still get paid. If you're on vacation, your people are still working, you still get paid, right? Yeah. Now, do you see why it's very attractive for somebody to want to build a business?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Number 3 is an investor. So this is when, you may have already made some money in terms of building a business, right? Now your money works for you. But you don't even need a lot of money in order to start investing, right? Because what we talk about in terms of retirement income, there's investment opportunities as well. So you could have your money also working for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, if I were to ask you which side of the graph you would like to be in, the left side or the right side, which one would you pick?
The right side.
The right side. So you want to actually learn more about building a business, building a team, and start making your money work for you, right? Mm-hmm. So the way I explain our business is, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the real estate model, right?
Yes.
So you guys have a house, so I'm sure you guys went through this already, right? So you guys probably dealt with a real estate agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that real estate agent also has other real estate agents just like them that may be on the same team or they're competing with, right? But for them to get involved in the business, guess what they had to do? They had to go through what is called a broker. A broker got them into the business, right? And the broker makes money off of them selling a house, right? So every time these guys, the agent sells a house, they may make $2,000 each, right? And the broker gets a commission check from each of these guys, so he makes $3,000. Would you rather be the broker or the agent?
The broker.
The broker, right? Because he makes more money, right? And if he wants to make more money, guess what he has to do? He just gets another another Okay? Now the agent, what does he have to do to get more money? He has to sell more houses. Do you know the average time it takes to sell one house?
Months.
A long time.
About a month and a half. Okay? So if the process itself to sell a house is very long, right? And even at let's say it's the 44th day, the deal falls through, they're not able to sell that house. Do you see the problem that they're already in?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? Now, so in the case that, the agent sees, the broker's making all the money, I want to become a broker. What does he have to do? He actually has to leave, get some other certifications, right? So he has to stop selling house so he could focus on education, so he could become a broker. Oops. So he becomes a broker, right? Now, guess what? He's competing directly with his old broker, right? So that means the broker lost a source of income,
yeah,
right? And he gained competition. And in doing that, this broker is taking clients from him. He's taking agents and clients from him. Now, do you think that this broker has an incentive to teach the agent how to become a broker?
No.
That's the problem with the real estate model. And Primerica has done a great job in fixing that problem, right? But there's more, right? So this broker, for him to become a broker, guess what? He has to go through a broker, which is called a broker's broker. I forgot the name of the broker's broker in Rhode Island, but I know that he exists. so now every time this guy makes money, this broker makes money as well. But this broker's broker doesn't just have one broker, just like this broker doesn't only have this agent. He actually has another broker that has agents. Now, which one would you rather be? A broker or a broker's broker?
Broker's broker.
Same scenario. This guy see this guy is making all the money. He leaves. This guy loses source of revenue and income and gains competition. Do you think he's gonna teach this guy how to be everything that he knows about being a broker's broker?
No.
Absolutely not. And I'm sure you guys see this at your job, right? Usually when they have you train somebody, it's usually a replacement, right? So it's a bad sign if they tell you, hey, this new guy here, I want you to train him in exactly what you do, right? They hired him for less, but now he's gonna replace your job. Now you're out of a job. Okay, the way that Primerica fixes this, like I said, it's this, we have a similar model, right? So we have agents, and our broker is called a district manager or district leader, whichever. Usually, if you say district manager, people know the term manager, right? So they associate it with that. So that's a district manager, right? So these guys. These guys, they're agents and they're on your team, right? You're at a 50% contract at this point, right? Each time these guys do an average business, you earn $500, okay? And them at their level, they earn $250 to $350 each, right? And you told me that you'd rather be a broker, right? So this is where you want to get to, right? And in doing this, and that's when you explain doing 3x3 on their training to get them district manager as quick as possible, right? And our broker's broker is called a regional vice president, okay? So because these guys are making money, this guy makes money, and the regional vice president makes money. And now I told you we fixed the problem the real estate model has, because now the Primerica figured out that if they want to incentivize the district manager to train this guy as good as possible, they have to incentivize him, right? And the way they do that is through promotions that they don't hold people back from, right? So if this district manager's team is productive enough, he gets promoted, and eventually he'll become the regional vice president, right? And what happens is, every time that a district manager is created, there are credits for the main district manager to become a regional vice president. And as a regional vice president, you get bonuses based on the production of your whole team. So now, if I got you into the business, right, I'm incentivized to teach you everything I know, because I know that the company is gonna give me a bonus check just for doing that, right? And so on and so forth, and you're going to do the same thing with the agents that you have. So we don't hold people back from promotions. We actually help them get promoted faster, right? Because when was the last time you got promoted at your job?
Whew.
Right?
A year?
For a year, right? But I'm sure you probably want to continue get promoted, right? Mm-hmm. But what I found out is when I went for a promotion, they said that position is filled. See, there's millions of people in the state and mass, right? So I actually need more people that are as good as me or better. So now I'm going to teach you everything I know. That way we could actually go out and help those people, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you're not making money, if I don't train you well enough to make money, I'm not making money,
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Great. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And from then, now they know how the business works. They know they have to recruit people. They know their promotion is on their hands. And one other thing you could touch on is, yes, as a senior rep, your contract is 35%. An average business pays you 350. Would you rather make 350 or 500? 500. So how fast you want to get promoted? As soon as possible. So even though it's a what is it, 15% difference,
Right.
it's actually a $100 difference.
Right.
It's a $100 raise, right?
Right.
Now at my job, the last raise I got was 13 cents. I don't know about you, but I don't know what I could do with 13 cents, right? This is a whole lot better than 13 cents. Does
Absolutely.
that make sense? Okay, let's get started.
Let's do it.
If it don't make money, it don't make sense.